Bears' 7th-round draft pick, Kyle Monangai. First of all, it is Mom's Day, so you have an
Yeah,
interesting background with your parents
yeah,
coming over from Cameroon. What? Let's talk about how Mom helped you get here today.
yeah. First off, happy Mother's Day, Mom. But yeah, my parents are from Cameroon, like you mentioned, came here at a young age. Had my brother, sister, and I in New Jersey, born and raised, and they just taught us to grind, the mentality of working for everything that you get, and everything's earned, not given, and that mentality I think that she passed down to us is kind of what made us who we are.
So you did great in the classroom. You did great on the football field. You played a bunch of sports. Being excellent everywhere is not easy to do.
No, not
How
at
would
all.
you like? Well, tell me about your drive that allowed you to do that.
Um, like I said, that grind mentality. I was always a overachiever, somebody that was always told that everything's attainable, but you got to work for it. So, like I said, classroom, like you said, sports, everything. I try to say that I'm good in everything that I try, and if I'm not good, give me a couple of days and I'll be good at it. So, that's just a mentality I've always carried since a kid, and something I focus on and I bring to everything I do.
Did you have to study hard to get the grades, or you just had it? Like, could you read something and retain it?
Yeah,
I'm talking about myself here because I could not. But I'm wondering, like, how did you get that done?
yeah, school was kind of easy for me. I
Right.
can't lie to you.
Yeah.
School was easy to me. It just came easy, and football was something that I just loved to do, and I loved the passion that came with it and everything about it. So that's what I just chose as a career path.
Yeah. I love guys who have been kind of counted out or just not valued right. So you were, I think, the 114th ranked running back coming into college, and you were the
Yeah.
21st pick, 21st running back taken.
Mhm.
So how high is the chip on your shoulder from that? I'm assuming it's got to be there. It's got to be pretty. Yeah.
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 I don't know if the ceilings are high enough to hold it, but yeah, I mean, it's something that, like I said, my career path in the sport has been that of kind of that underdog mentality, and like I said, it's a role that I embrace, something I've kind of just taken on, and it doesn't bother me. Like I haven't approved myself, and I don't concern myself with what people think of me. If I did, I don't think I'd be sitting here next to you in this position. So. I just work hard every day, and I prove it to myself that I can do what I say I can do.
There's no doubt you gotta have that belief. But along with that, you want to
Hmm.
see some results.
Of course, yeah.
So like I don't know, you put up 150 plus against Ohio State. When did you know in your mind like, okay, I actually can do this on the highest level? There had to be
Yeah.
like you got to have a little bit of proof. Just hard work's one thing, but like seeing it in
Um,
action.
in college, I would say, I knew I started to be able to reap the benefits of my hard work probably my sophomore, junior year because I started to understand it, started to click for me. College at first when I got there was a kind of a culture shock. First time you're not the star of your team, the first time you're not the best player on your team. And then, it just made me to grind harder. Like it was like, okay, I got to dig in, I got to become stronger, faster, work on the little things. And, when I got to be able to get my body right physically and my mental right to be able to play at a high level in the Big Ten, then I started to see the reward of my hard work. And I think, I can't say to a specific moment like, oh, I know I can do it, but I think over time it just happens all of a sudden if you keep chipping away at it.
Yeah. Who gets credit? I've heard of your brother is 10 years older than you, and he
Yeah.
got to the NFL and all that. Was he on you a lot?
I think my brother and I are real competitive. So like, when he was in high school and college and I was playing Pop Warner in middle school and I got to high school, we'd always like, I'd see what he would get in the game and I'd say, okay, I gotta have like, he had 2 touchdowns, I have to have three. It was that type of thing. So it was a friendly competition. But now I look to say I'm the best running back in the family. But
Yeah,
uh,
that's exactly right.
yeah.
Well, you're here now. You're in the NFL,
Right, right,
and
right. He was in the NFL too,
I
so I
know, I
can't
know.
take that away from him. He got to this level, and my parents would also side with me though that I'm the better athlete in the family.
Shout out mom and dad.
Of course.
Did you have to put a lot of weight on in college to be able to compete at that level?
I think I came in from high school at about like 198, and I played my final season at like 208, so I put about 10 pounds on in
Okay.
college. Yeah.
It sounds like it was a gradual process.
Yeah.
All right, I'm watching on the field here. EB Eric Bieniemy is. I mean, you're not going to miss that guy out
No, no,
there.
no, you can't miss him.
So, you just called him a legend when you were meeting the media. So,
Yeah.
to say more, like to have that guy, somebody who's that determined to make you as good
Mhm.
as possibly, like in rookie minicamp, I feel like that's got to be a huge asset for you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And like I said, I'm excited to continue to work with him and just absorb all the knowledge and wisdom he has at the position. Someone who did it, number one himself, and then somebody who's been coaching for so many years and coached a lot of great players. So, yeah, like you saw out there, like rookie minicamp, he's on us. Like like it's week 10 of the season or playoffs, whatever it is. So it's exciting, and I'm blessed to have him as my coach.
So I'm sure you would have loved to have been picked higher or whatever. That's not in your control and all that. But the opportunity here, I mean, not to discount anybody who's in that room, but you got to see that, hey, if you perform at a high level, you could get yourself on the field here.
Yeah, I mean, like I said in there, I think my main goal has just been to prove to the coaching staff that they made the right decision in bringing me here, number one, but prove it to myself that I can do it like I did in every other phase and level of football that I've been in prior. So my mindset's the same, never changes for any circumstance or situation. Behavior stays the same, but just working hard, coming in every day, doing my part, playing my role, and yeah, like I'm excited for what the future holds.
How's Chicago treating you so far?
I haven't got to explore too much, but I love what I've seen so far.
All right, well, welcome, and appreciate you taking the time.
Thank
Good
you.
luck. Bears fans I put out a video that you're going to be the sleeper of the draft.
I appreciate it.
I know you don't. Yeah, I know you don't need. You can handle the pressure.
No more pressure than I put on myself.
I got one last thing to wrap up with here. I heard you got the dance moves.
And I followed me to Chicago.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, it's out there, and you know that. I mean, some of the greats, Emmitt Smith, Jerry Rice, Walter Payton, right here. I mean, they did ballet, did all the things. So I mean, you got to have the footwork, right?
Yeah, I didn't do ballet, but yeah, absolutely.
So it's just come natural, or did you?
Yeah, it's a Jersey thing, kind of. I gotta say, yeah.
Okay. Home base.
Yeah.
East Coast of the Midwest. Kyle Monangai.
Appreciate you.